The time for filing nomination papers for local body polls will end on Thursday evening at 5 pm. As of Wednesday night, the Commission has received 97,720 nomination papers. 75,702 nomination papers were filed for village panchayats, 6,493 for block panchayats, and 1,086 were filed for district panchayats. 9,865 nomination papers were filed for municipalities and 2,413 were filed for all 6 corporations together. Most number of nomination papers were filed in Malappuram district, 13,229 persons. The least number of nomination papers were filed in Idukki, 2,270. Scrutiny of the nomination papers will be held on Friday. Election Commissioner has informed that during the scrutiny process, only the candidate, his nominee, and agent will be allowed to enter into the office. At a time, only 30 people will be allowed in the office. Scrutiny of nomination papers for district panchayats will be held in the collector's chamber, and that of corporations will be held in centres recommended by district collectors. Scrutiny of nomination papers to municipalities, block and Grama Panchayats will be held in the offices of returning officers concerned. A detailed list of candidates is published in Form 1, which is available along with the election notification. The last date to withdraw candidature is November 23. Submission for nomination papers began from November 12. The first phase of polls will be held on December 8th. After the second and third phase of polls to be held on December 10th and 14th respectively, counting will be held on December 16th. Meanwhile, the Commission has put in place facilities for COVID patients to file pleas for voting until 3 pm in the day before the voting day. The panel is now thinking to ensure voting of COVID patients by sending special officers to the homes of patients concerned. A special team which will be appointed for this purpose will have a polling officer, a health department official, and an assistant from the health department. The facility to give approval for postal votes is available till 3 days before voting. In the recommendations submitted by the poll panel before the government, it has asked to classify COVID-19 patients into 2 categories for smooth conduct of polls. The first group will have patients who contracted the pandemic just 3 days before the voting, and the second category will constitute those who tested positive until the date of voting. One way to ensure COVID patients' participation is to send officers to their homes to register their votes. After informing the poll panel via SMS, an official with the postal ballot, declaration form, 2 covers and application form should appear before the patient with police security, and all proceedings should be recorded. The poll panel is also considering to admit those who contracted the virus just 2 days before the poll date to polling booths in the last hours of voting. If those who turn positive just moments before polling are admitted in the government hospital, then facilities will be provided to take them to polling stations. If they are lodged in private hospitals, then they should take the initiative to reach the polling station themselves. Meanwhile, the police have made it clear that strong action will be taken against those who insult women candidates via social media. DGP Loknath Behra has given due directions to district police chiefs in this regard. The DGP's direction comes after complaints were registered to police authorities on the vulgar representation of women candidates in social media using their poll campaign images and personal photos. The DGP has also asked district police chiefs to report the measures taken on such cases before the election cell in police headquarters. News Desk, Kaumudy English.